across to the Big India Today exclusive first interview of Ravi Shastri post his appointment as the Indian cricket team coach. Joining us, Boria Majumdar from Kolkata, Ravi Shastri from London. Over to you, Boria.
Many congratulations. I mean, days and days of drama. Ravi, many congratulations. Days and days of drama, wait over a 1 year period. You were not there at the helm. But then since the rift reports came out, people were talking about you and the relationship between you and Virat, and now it happened last night. Did you spend sleepless nights? Were you anxious? Were you at any point in time thinking it can be a repeat of last year?
Do you think I've spent sleepless nights? Drama for you guys, bro. I was chilling, don't worry, because I'm so used to this that it didn't make any difference.
But Ravi, coming to a more serious point, I mean, you have now been given the mandate right up to World Cup 2019. Now that's a clear mandate rather than the last time was one series at a time. Do you think that this mandate will help? 2 years will help and you can actually fashion a champion unit?
Absolutely. There's continuity. You know the stretch of time that you're going to be in charge, and it's enough time, to really build this team into a team where I believe it can go. It's the #1 team in the world. It has the potential to be #1 across all formats. They're a great bunch of guys, and from my point of view, I've known them. I've known them very well. I've been inside the dressing room with them for 18 months, so it'll be great to be back with them again.
Ravi, one question that is doing the rounds. I mean, Virat got a lot of flack in the media because of the Anil Kumble issue, but no one's heard his side of the story. And the media was going unfairly, calling him an egotist, etc., etc. My sources in the board tell me that he's feeling a little let down. He was feeling that we were treating him unfairly. What is your take on the whole thing from Virat's perspective?
I have not spoken to him. I will speak to him at certain stage, but I'm a kind of guy who doesn't carry baggage. So what's happened in the past, what's happened in those 12 months, not my problem. I will start afresh. I will start from where I finished, okay, and take the troops forward. Whatever I have to discuss with Virat will stay between Virat and me.
Ravi, again, the CAC in their interview and whatever has come out from that interview tell us that you gave a very good interview, and one of the questions was how do you deal with an Anil Kumble situation or whatever it is. I mean, keeping the sanctity of the interview one side, whatever you can tell us, what did you, in your presentation, what did you highlight to the CAC? What is your vision for this Indian team?
I was Ravi Shastri, period.
Would you elaborate a little bit? I mean, what was impressive about that interview? Tell me about your vision a little, that's all.
There are certain things confidential, and they remain confidential.
Okay, let me ask you a couple of specific questions. One, there's so much talk about MS Dhoni and Yuvraj Singh. Do they sort of fit into India's scheme of things come World Cup 2019? This is a good mesh between experience and youth. How do you see the role of MS Dhoni or Yuvraj Singh? Because you were commentating, so you were definitely keeping a tab on this team.
In 2019 is a long way to go. They're two champion cricketers, and we will deal with it when the time arrives. I'm just getting into an Indian dressing room again, so I need to spend time with the captain and then take things forward.
Ravi, Virat, over some time, I mean, do you think that, captaincy, especially since the Australia series, is kind of taking a toll on him? We've seen a few controversies. His test match record against Australia wasn't great. Champions Trophy, he was batting wonderfully well. But recent times, it's not been the Virat. Do you think he's a little overburdened with expectations, with people talking about him all the time?
He's a champion. He's a champion. Everyone's entitled to the odd failure, and it'll come to it happens with every cricketer. But like I said, he's a champion cricketer, and I think he's not yet reached his peak. I think the next 5-6 years of his cricket will define the real Virat Kohli.
Ravi, the one question which the whole country wants to know is, the Indian cricket team wanted Ravi Shastri is the message that is coming out. Despite your differences or personal differences, if any, with Sourav Ganguly, the interview went very well. But most importantly, the Indian cricket team was united behind Ravi Shastri. Can you give me a reason why? What explains this unity and this so-called ask for Ravi Shastri?
I must have done something good, Boria. And it's an honor when you speak about the team speaking about you in that fashion. For me, I just went out and did a job. I enjoyed my time there, and I enjoyed the trust they had in me and the trust I had in them.
Very importantly, you now have two consultants and two legends of the game. Rahul Dravid, batting consultant, and I use the word consultant consciously, Zahir Khan, bowling consultant, who will not be around all the time. They'll be coming in and out of the Indian team. How do you look at them and as consultants and these two names in the dressing room?
I think invaluable. The inputs will be invaluable. Even when I was in charge of the team, 18 months ago, 2 years ago, I'd had a chat with both these players. In fact, both Rahul as well as Zach, and saying, at some stage when you have the time before the team leaves or when we are in camps, please come and spend some time with the boys and share your experiences. So I think it's invaluable. I always believe, when you're on the road for 200 days with your core team, you need some input, something coming from the left or the right, some fresh input coming in. It's always helpful.
Ravi, India is playing South Africa in South Africa. We've never won a series. India playing Australia, and Australia never won a series. England in England, one of the toughest assignments, and then the World Cup. It will be baptism by real fire for you in your second stint.
I've always relished a challenge, and precisely for those reasons, I'm looking forward to what I'm going to do, with this Indian team. So it's a challenge, all right, but that's the fun part of cricket. It's like when you're asked to open the batting overseas, play the first ball, that is a challenge, in foreign territory. So if you're used to challenges, bring on another one.
Ravi, in our informal conversation this morning, yesterday, when I asked you that do you really believe that this Indian team can be the best in the world, you actually said they can be better than any Indian team of the past. Can you elaborate why you think so?
I think it can be a better test team than probably any Indian team, that we've had. Because there's skill there, there's potential, there's youth, and there's there's a battery of fast bowlers there that can help you take 20 wickets in all conditions. So, this is a team that can travel well. And plus, they've got enough experience, and plus the age is such where I think, they're just about playing at the right time, as a team. So I see this team going places. They can easily be number one across all formats.
I know you've got to go to Wimbledon. I'll ask you a few final questions and let you go. One, I've got to ask you this. Our expert on India today, Sourav Ganguly, and you've got a frosty pass over the last 1 year. Sourav came...
One final question.
Okay, two more.
Federer about to serve. So come on, go.
Okay. Fair enough. You and Sourav Ganguly, 1 year frosty past. Sourav came on record saying it was never personal. You have said to me, he asked some great questions. Can you talk about, was it ever between Ravi, Sourav, and the way forward between you two? Ravi Shastri, Sourav Ganguly controversy needs to end.
We are two former captains, right? there will be arguments. Everyone's not on the same page all the time. But there's mutual respect there, right? And like I said, there were some very good questions asked, and they were answered. So things have to move forward. You're looking at the bigger picture. You're looking at interests of Indian cricket, and that is paramount. Individuals don't matter. It's Indian cricket that takes center stage, and in the best interests of Indian cricket, you've got to do the things that are just right for them.
So are we seeing Ravi Shastri back in India on Monday and then taking charge and taking the team to Sri Lanka?
Obviously, I think that's my brief.
Good. Many congratulations again, Ravi. Thank you for your first interview to India today. Hope you enjoy a day well at Wimbledon, because much deserved. Once again, back at the helm of Indian cricket. It will be difficult times, but great start for you, because good interview and a good team. Wish you all the best.